Hi, I'm Ellie with Yellow Your Spirit Yoga, and welcome to your practice. Today's practice is going to be a short one. It's going to be sitting, kneeling, or laying on your back. There'll be no standing in this practice. It's going to feel good, and we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to come into a seated pose, Sukhasana, easy pose, cross-legged. If this doesn't feel good, you can sit on your heels, or you can even join the bottoms of the feet together to touch in Baddha Konasana if you'd like. Otherwise, cross-legged position, bring the hands down onto your knees, give a little rub of your legs, move your shoulders up and down, turn to the left, turn to the right, get your wiggles out. And then move the torso a little forward and a little backward a couple times until you feel the shoulders right on top of the sit bones. So you'll feel a little bit of the abdominals and the ribs kind of firming up a little bit, which is nice. Close down the eyes. Let your hands rest softly on the knees and start to feel that inhale and exhale moving in and out through the nostrils. Welcome yourself to your practice, to this time just for you. And start to feel the breath move into the belly. So you'll feel the belly start to expand with every inhale. And you'll feel it deflate with every exhale. And then keeping your eyes closed, bring your chin down towards your chest and really roll your shoulders back. And start neck rolls just in one direction, keeping the mouth closed. And again, just tuning in with the breath moving in and out through the nostrils. Maybe tuning in with the movement and the noises that the neck is making. Relax your facial muscles. Go a little bit slower. And maybe feel the breath in the throat, that really nice warm sound. It's called Ujjayi breath, that heated breath. And then switch directions. Again, the mouth is closed, the face is soft, the torso is nice and straight, and the shoulders are relaxed, and you're just tuning into your breath and the movement that's coming just from your neck. And slow down just a little bit. And then come back into center. And you can open the eyes if you wish. So bring your, or whichever foot in front is okay. We're just gonna fold forward a little bit. So if you're able to just fold forward comfortably, go ahead. If not, you can just bring the fingertips behind you and then slowly bring them closer to your body and just lean forward a little bit. Tuck the chin, just take a few breaths here. Breathing into the belly, ribs, and chest as you inhale. And then exhaling, chest, ribs, belly. And then come back up. And we're gonna switch the cross of the legs. So you'll bring your right foot forward this time, and then slowly fold forward, either with the fingers behind you, or you can bring the hands forward, whatever feels nice. You can keep the hands on the knees. Maybe if you wanna sway from side to side, if that feels nice. And then come back into center. And you could cross the legs again to whatever way is comfortable for you. And we'll take a little twist to the left. So bring the right hand onto the left knee, the left hand behind you. As you inhale, press down into the fingers to get your spine really tall. The shoulders will stay over the hips. And as you exhale, you'll press knee and hand together to twist from the upper spine, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the facial muscles, just breathing in and out. And just take notice of where it feels tight or where it feels good. And then we'll slowly switch sides. So left hand onto the right knee, right fingertips behind you. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, press hand and knee together to twist from upper spine Relax shoulders or any tension in the neck and jaw. Keep breathing into the belly. And then come back into center. We'll come to our hands and knees. So spread the fingertips really wide, shoulders on top of wrists, hips on top of knees. Press the tops of the feet down. Drop the chest, send the tailbone up towards the sky, so you'll have a nice little curve in your lower back, and then look a little forward as you pull the shoulders away from the ears. This is cow pose, so you'll inhale here. And then exhale for cat pose. So you'll bring your belly button in, your tailbone in, and your chin towards your chest. So really press the ground away, press into the feet. And then we'll start to move through that. So as you inhale, slowly tilt your tailbone up towards the sky, shoulders away from the ears. As you exhale, press down and forward into the mat so you can really round the spine. And then just follow the breath and the movement together. The breath can guide your movement. And come back into center. Now, take your right foot and bring it to the outside of the right hand. So however this looks, you could maybe bring your foot here and then grab it and bring it kind of half on, half off the mat. Now, you can come up to your fingertips. If you have blocks handy, you can come up to your blocks or books or whatever you have. Bring the left knee as far back as feels good for you, and keep this front knee right on top of the heel. You can keep the knee close to the shoulder as well. Roll the shoulders away from the ear, and then just start moving the hips back and forward. So again, just breathing with the movements. You can lift the front toes and then place them back down. So just kind of close the eyes here, breathe, and explore what it feels like. Where it feels tight, where it feels loose. And then come back into table pose. And we'll do the other side. So take the left foot, however is easiest for you to bring it up and then forward, knee on top of heel. Bring the right foot or the right knee a little bit further back, just depends on how your body feels. You'll feel a big stretch here in your hip flexor. Really connect into this left foot, so the big toe is pressing down. And you can flip your back toes onto the mat or top of foot onto the mat. And then here you'll start to move. And again, you're breathing with each movement. So just breathing through the nose and just scanning the body, noticing maybe where you're feeling tension, maybe tension that doesn't need to be there in this movement, like in the neck or the jaw or in between the eyebrows. And then you'll come back into table pose. And you can move the blocks out of the way if you had them. We're gonna come into table pose. You're gonna drop for a little cow pose as you inhale. And as you exhale, you're just gonna bring your hips back towards your heels for a little kind of child's baby pose. So you bring the forehead down onto the mat and reach the arms forward. And just take a few breaths here, breathing into the belly. So you'll feel the belly expand onto your thighs. And then as you inhale, look forward, keep the hands where they are, and come into a cow pose. And as you exhale, come back into this child's pose, Balasana. And again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale again, cow pose. Draw the heart forward. Flip your toes. Exhale for down dog. So just lift the hips up and back and let the knees be soft. Keep breathing here. Look at your hands. Notice that your wrists are lined up with the top of the mat. Press the chest towards the thighs. Sink the weight into the legs versus the front part of the body. And we'll start to move here. So come down to your knees as you inhale for cow pose. As you exhale, child's pose. Inhale again, cow pose. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Cow pose, inhale. Exhale, child's. Inhale, cow. Exhale, down dog. And one more time, inhale, knees. Exhale, child's. Inhale, cow pose, really brighten up the chest. Exhale, down dog. Now come down to the knees. You'll bring the hands a little bit more forward. Pull the tailbone in instead of up. So tailbone comes in, and then keep the elbows next to your ribs as you lower down hips, thighs, hips, and belly. And then come into Sphinx pose. So grab the elbows here. Extend through the forearms, place each fingertip down on the ground, press the pubic bone down, press into the tops of the feet. The feet will be about hips width distance, and then start to drag your body forward. So imagine that you have no use of the bottom half of your body, and you drag your body forward, rolling the shoulders back, elongating the neck, and gazing somewhere in between the thumbs. So keep the fingertips, again, connected, pulling back, close down the eyes, and just start to breathe again into the belly, ribs, and chest. Just feeling the openness of the chest and the heart space. The shoulders are rolling back, away, doing the opposite of what we normally do. With the shoulders, they're usually kind of rounded in front, so opposite action here. Soften any facial muscles that have any tension, and just listen to the sound of the breath for just a few more breaths. And then slowly bring one hand on top of the other, bring the forehead down, bend the knees, and you can kind of windshield wiper your legs. So just dropping the legs to one side and the other side, relaxing the head down. And from here, you're going to flip over onto your back, bring the feet close to your bum, about hips width distance, and then lay down, let the palms of the hands touch down. Close the eyes just for a moment. Notice the natural curve of your back. Feel all edges of the feet connected. Feel the fingertips connected. Notice the outer edges of the shoulders connected. And then press into full feet. So both feet, all edges, and lift the hips up. For bridge pose, press into the outer shoulders. So really lift the heart space, but also lifting the hips. The chest wants to come towards the chin, but the chin wants to go up towards the ceiling. So just breathe here. You can even bend the elbows and let the palms face each other. Press into the elbows to lift a little bit more. You can feel and look at your belly expand as you breathe. And then slowly come back down. Bring the bottoms of the feet to touch, and bring one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Let the knees fall down towards the ground. Just connect with your breath here. And then bring the hands onto the knees, close those knees, and then we'll come into figure four. So bend the left foot, bring it on the right knee, and then bring the right knee towards the chest. And you can grab behind the knee here, so your left hand will go in between your feet. Otherwise, you can interlace the hands on top of the knee. It just depends how your hip feels. You'll flex this foot, and you will press the knee with your mind or with your elbow. You'll press it forward. You can also just keep the right foot down and use the left hand to press the left knee forward, because that might just be enough for you. So whatever feels nice. Just breathe deeply into the belly. Relax the shoulders down. Let the head feel heavy. And then slowly you'll bring that foot down and we'll switch sides. So the right foot will flex right on top of the knee, and you can stay here. Otherwise, bring the knee into the chest, grab behind the knee or on top of the knee. Keep this foot flexed. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. Breathe deep, deep down into the low belly. Feel the ribs expand, feel the heart expand as you breathe in, and then letting it go as you breathe out. And then bring that foot down. You'll take your feet, open them up as wide as the mat, and then just drop them to the right. You can keep your hands on your belly if you want. And then drop them to the left. And again, drop them to the right. And drop them to the left. And then one more time on each side, noticing your breath is still full. Come back into center, bring the knees into the chest. Grab your knees, open the knees up wider, as wide as you can. And you can stay here, first option. Second option, you can grab onto your shins or your calves or your ankles and pull the knees down so the feet are on top of the knees lined up. Or you can grab on the inner arches or the outer arches and press down. Your lower back will be spreading down onto the mat, the tailbone pressing down, shoulders are relaxed. You can sway from side to side if that feels good, whatever option you're taking. And then slowly bring the feet down, extend through the legs, and you'll stay here and take a little rest. So if you can stay for 3 to 5 minutes, if you can stay for 10, even better. You'll relax all of your bones, all of your muscles down, all of your facial muscles are relaxed, your jaw is relaxed, and just stay with the energy of the body. If your mind starts to flutter, it's totally normal, but just bring it back to you're breathing in, you're breathing out, the energy that surrounds the body, a nice calm mind. And if you like this video after, you can hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for joining me today. Namaste.